aku udah nyala ternyata. Untung tidak. Untung enggak ini. I wasn't saying anything. Ikuzo kemana ini teh? Sebelum Kimmy memang sibuk guys, kita kejar setoran. By the way, yang mau mampir Twitch, subscription lagi diskon ya. By the way, bagaimana harimu Herman? Apakah kamu sudah makan? Aku sedang makan. Sedang ngemil. Apakah ini bisa disebut makan? Malam Kimmy. Ajar setoran ya tuh. Iya. Sebelum bisa apa-apa kan. Kabarnya baik. Kalau kamu, aku baik nggak ya? Aku baik deh kalau di depan kamu. Anjay. Kimmy kami makan kentang doang sih. Kebayang. Gesi banget. Ya jijik. Ada kentang, ada snack wrap. Aku makannya apa dulu dong? Aku pulang telat tadi. Kentang. Jadi, aduh. Makannya belum selesai, cuman be like, aku harus stream. Udah jam 8. Jadi makannya sambil. And today kita akan banyak yapping. Karena this game intervalonya tidak ada ini, tidak ada voice actornya, tidak ada voice actingnya. Jadi I need to read the script out loud. I need tenaga, I need energy. Sebelum masuk aku mau daily dulu nah. Daripada nanti lupa ya. In case I forgot my daily, so I'm gonna do daily first. Tapi with win rate gaming.
떨거지는 잘라낸다.
합격장.
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다. 떨거지는 잘라낸다. 따뜻한 꿰뚫리고
이제야 완성되었다.
왕성.
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를
Herman,
승리로
Herman.
이끌겠다.
Atau everyone, siapapun yang mungkin ada di
떨거지
chat.
잘라낸다. 슛! 아류 산초 병열 80. 꿰뚫리고
Second monitor menurutmu perlu nggak?
꿰뚫려라. 슛! 꿰뚫리고
Perlunya kenapa?
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다. 정화. 활그로 아류 산초 경혈육 쏟아내라. 따뜻한
비뚤어졌구려.
Udah anak multitasking nggak usah ALT tab.
네 피분수.
Sama biar aku juga bisa baca chat ya.
오랜 목마름도
Bisa
어버이를
mudah
향한
baca chat
죄책감도
gitu loh.
피를
Aku
마시는
mulai aja deh.
순간에는 생각나지 않을 거다. 그러니
Thread,
가릴 것 없이
threadnya
마음껏
nanti
마셔.
aja.
그게 우리가 이룰 수 있는
Sir,
유일한
aku
꿈이다.
mini udah belum ya? Gue juga lagi story. Ya udah kalau gitu. Dadah Luther. Oh, ini mah Walpurgis Night. Berarti aku langsung intervalo aja. Iya, tuh 7.5 plus 7 751. Rupturku belum jalan. Butuh 6, only 6. Aku belum ngerti. Hai Zika, morning. I mean, hi Pinachika. If just info ya. Twitch subscription is discount now. Dah. Did you just wake up, Zika?
흑수.
의로움을 세우기 위해서라면
Did you just wake up?
여기서 저만큼 무능한 인재는 흔치 않죠. 잠깐, 이제야 부르나. 좀요.
어디서? 뱀 기어가는
군주가 나선다.
이 경로는 숨어들기
Paling jam
나쁘지
9
않군
balik ke
말이야.
sini lah. Oke. Betul, main monitor buat main game, second monitor buat chat. Okay, no, you just finished Canto 9 actually, so brain still all over the place. Okay, I'm still on intervalo 7, what the? Okay. I look from beyond the glass window as the sinner battle ferociously inside the large indoor arena. I don't even remember what happened before. Why are they fighting? Malam game, malam Saitur. You damn imbeciles. What's the point of everyone rushing at the same enemy that's already singularly dead? Faust had attacked that entity first. The blame lies flatly with the other's delayed decision. Apologies. Yet concerned was I that to not dispose swiftly of that fool would. I think this is a great show of teamwork. I had no idea how hopeless the sinner were in battle without my comment. I don't even remember what happened before. Why are we in a battle? Damn it, why won't any of you listen to my orders? Oi, your genius order was how the last head end up dangling from one part of a neck. It was a necessary sacrifice to gain an edge in battle. Still, kesusahanku baca kok katalog. Hai Niku, welcome. Bukan katalog. Apa sih? Apa sih? Sentence-nya Don. Worry thee not how befitting of a hero it is to perish in place of her comfort. Dawn falls before the merciless onslaught of enemies. I had so many things I wanted to say to them, most of which were variation of "you're doing it wrong," but I had no choice but to watch as their woefully abysmal decision continued to bungle the fight. If I tried, this researcher next to me will get in my way, claiming that they haven't finished collecting the data. Siapa nih? Who is this? This one reaction speed to emergency is exceptionally fast. So, can I help them now? Will you stop facing and compose yourself? We are almost done. Are we like literally in kayak Columbus arena? Columbus. You know what I mean? Basically, this is what happened when the sinner P plus enter win rate. Columbus America. I don't remember the name, Niku. That's what I mean lah ya. You know what I mean lah ya. There should be more than enough data. Take control, manager. I had a lot I wanted to say, but let's help the sinner out of this bind first. Don't judge my team, okay? I don't know. I'm still using. Am I still using bleed? Oh enggak. Wait, I don't even. Oh ini harus ini lagi ya. Can I just pay enter? Can I just win rate? Hey, I forgot how this game works. Can I just pay enter? What is that? Speed. Jujur coba. Boleh nggak aku pay enter aja? Unoppose. Kenapa unoppose? Karena speednya sama-sama 7. Enter aja noh. You can, but you would not recommend it. I already forgot how to play, to be honest. I can safely say that I already forgot how to play. I press P enter too much. I press win rate too much. I feel like aku pengen ganti tim. Because the only team I understand is the bleed one. A death or two would jog my memory. Indeed, perhaps it will. Why is it neutral? Lagunya vibing banget. Lagu-lagu di sini enak sumpah. Ini 6 lawan 6 lagi ya. Oh, there. Oh, aku baru ngeh dong. There, where? Oh, aku baru ngeh dong kita ngelawan siapa.
흑수며 뜀박질 준비.
Hey, show is not that hard to play. Just use all those greens. What greens? I literally forgot to play. But well,
무상한 목숨. 불끄득 지원했군.
like grass, so touch grass. Literally though, I forgot to play the game.
일기당천.
Still, my number one kelemahan, weakness, is to not read what they do, what they inflict on the enemies, and yeah. Did someone use ego on me, or am I just, atau aku kena ini?
놀랐어?
Have I learned from have I learned anything from how much game I play? No. They use ego on me. Oh, ego.
자, 숨통 끊기.
Sometimes I'm underestimating an intervalo. I feel like intervalo gonna be easier than the main canto. But then again, it's me who plays, so
또아리를 튼 뱀 근처엔 오지 말랬잖아.
Kujimar. Can I use ego on him? Her? What is bygone day? neutral?
흑수묘 뒷박질 준비.
Who died? Is it me or
가치 없군.
the burn team?
주인께서 명하셨습니다. 당신은 청소하라고.
그쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데.
불가 위압 막아내지 못하리.
가치 없군.
이제 깨우치시길.
That went well. As expected of our executive manager, the exceptional development of your strategic genius remind me of the earlier years of my career. Thanks. Got anything to snack on, guys? I'm starving here after that, bro. What happened to them, though? You will apa nanti akan dijelaskan? You will maintain an empty stomach for the duration of the test. Who is this? That Virgie? Next on the docket is I would have asked Marsol for a massage if I knew this was coming. Whose idea was this anyway? Well, if you really want to get into it, we can trace this right back to your vacation request, Gregor. Not that this wouldn't have happened without that, but yeah. Oh, come on, realize there's gotta more to it than that. Sure there was, not that it would have made any difference. Because like Ishmael said, this all began with Gregor particularly egregious stretching. Flashback! Nggak. How many chapter?
저번에 약속한 거 안 잊었지 죽은?
Dia satu chapter aja.
임무를 성공적으로
only
100번만
14.
수행하면
How many intervalo in this
설마 소유권을 벌써 다
in
쓴
Canto
거야?
7?
말도 안 돼. 이건 약속이랑 다르잖아.
Harus diselesain dulu ya lah. Story. Wow, that sound just now. I don't know. I didn't know a human body could make a sound like that. Gregor stretching and making sounds. Oh, I was just doing some stretches. Can't seem to do them without making these noises nowadays. You're old. Huh? What do you mean you can't? That right, there's the creaking sound of time's advancing. Oof, I know that they've been turning the clock to the 1 hour time, but I feel like my joints are starting to grate. I know what you mean. I definitely don't feel as spry as I used to. Maybe the pain from repeatedly dying and repiping takes a toll after all. Boleh ke voice maksudnya? Maksudnya Herman? Whoa, okay. Yeah, dying sure is a pain. That's when Honglu playfully threw out an innocent comment amidst the complaining sinners. Speaking of which, isn't it funny how Don Quixote is totally fine even though she's 100 years old? She's got to be the oldest of us by a lot, right? That's right! That's true, Honglu! Oh my god. Don, dah tua! Hanglu's unprompted catapulting of such a heavy subject brought the busy air inside the bus to a sudden stiffing halt. I thought we were gonna take some time to actually broach that subject, but you just bulldozed through the whole mess, huh? I must have made things awkward. I didn't realize everyone was so sensitive about their age. No, you can't just call a woman old. That's rude. I'm sorry, Sancho. That's this not to concern thyself with being not so. Of course, there was also someone who could not care less about the bus air quality. Scoot! That's my designated seat. You're planting your RC in a wake, yeah. On the other hand, here's this guy without a care in the world. Almost makes me wonder if he even remember what just happened. Well, maybe this is your chance to get back at him for treating you harshly. Don't. I'm sure you can. Think. I've never seen your eyes sparkle like that before. I'm quite fond of the current temperament of our company, unless young Heath here suddenly morphed into a villainous scoundrel. I have nary a wish to exact violence upon him, and right, now that that's over with, let's all shut up and keep the chin wagged to a minimum, yeah? Seem plenty villainously to me. Minum. Anyway, am I the only one thinking that it's about time we got the thing? What thing? The thing? Well, you know, the thing that we tired a while ago but didn't get to enjoy due to some unforeseen issues? That match. Oh, not that. Don't you remember? We even played volleyball by that big body of water. Contextual clue suggests that he is making a request for a vacation. Yep, absolutely, yep. Let's all go to a spa or something. Relax, get massage to loosen up our muscles some. Please, you still have expectation for our employers? I recall that young Mersault had given T quiet the exquisite message. Had he not? I have an astute knowledge of the major muscle groups and nerve structure of the human body. For many weeks following that massage, my body was deprived of any sensory stimulation. Thus, understood it was the philosophy of Mersault physical therapy that the most infallible methodology of convalescence from my brain is to remove any and all stimulation, including that of pain. It seems that the time is here. Purge. Yes, I knew that this would eventually come. The day's here. Why is everyone acting so serious all of a sudden? Roger's observation is correct. While turning the clock does indeed turn the time, a certain degree of exacerbating fatigue cannot be alleviated. This necessitates that we employ a certain measure to verify the status of each sinner. What could I possibly be that it needs this much build-up? In other words, it is time for Limbus Company's dramatic gulping noise. Regular checkup? They do regular checkup? We did get a call from the higher-ups a while ago requesting that we send the synod in for a regular checkup, but it was repeatedly delayed to several limiting circumstances on our end. They have been obnoxiously haunting us for quite some time. I was starting to get tired of explaining our absence. Checkup? What checkup? Don't be so on edge, Heath. Such proceedings are regular occurrences at most corporations. I have never personally experienced it myself, but sound like they're just checking to see how we're doing health-wise. I turn around, getting ready to say, right-ish? Wait. Ish takut kah sama check-up? Does Ish afraid of check-up? Only to come face to face with Ishmael's shocked expression, frozen into her face. Frozen. Well, this is unexpected. I thought Ish, with her worldly experiences, would live into this opportunity to lecture us all about how things work outside Limbus Company. Regular checkups? Halo Kim, halo Zakrok, selamat datang. Apa kabar kamu? Kimmy hari ini lagi main Limbus. Selamat datang ya. Oh, you're jetting up to explain what it is, Culio. You got 30 seconds to worry about. Ready, set, go. No, not the regular checkup. Dia takut. Ish afraid of regular checkup. Why? Takut disuntik kah kamu, Ish? Miss Ishmael's expression seemed to suggest otherwise, Miss Roja. I did hear that some fixer officer or association employ varying methodologies when it comes to regular checkup, depending on their characteristic. Look up until there's only one left standing. Lock, bukan look, locked. Blood of my colleagues, the only key to escape. What? What kind of checkup did she have to go through? Yeah. Ish wasn't the only one responding with a fail-based object horror at the suggestion. Do you even understand what kind of regular checkup you're getting into? I'm asking if you're prepared to go through the regular checkup no matter what happened in the process. Are you prepared to endure through everything that... What's wrong with this bloke now? Mate's looking all pale. Sorry. I don't understand why everyone's making such a big deal out of this. I don't think it's that bad. I think we used to have annual health checkups back in school too. I think kita membicarakan health check-up yang berbeda. I think we're talking about a different health check-up though, Sinclair. What kind of checkups? They put us all in the same room. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is what I was thinking. Ini yang aku pikirin. They'd put us in all the same room, measuring heights, weights, running some basic fitness tests. Right. Wherefore do they seek the measurement of such characteristics? Must you really ask? A full knowledge and analysis of each soldier status is indispensable intelligence for officer to have on hand. They put the sinner in the same room and force them to enter. What soldiers? I was talking about my school. Right? So that don't explain shite about what you need to know that, does it? Why they find it necessary to spray people with those thinking chemicals just to see if someone's got lice in their clothes? He must have gone through his share of rough checkup too as a kid, I guess. You all keep asking questions with the most obvious answers. In fact, I've been wondering when they test us. Altis confidently marched up to the front of the other sinner with an assertive grin, as though she'd been waiting for this very moment. The true purpose of this checkup must be to elect a true authority amongst us. Huh? What does that mean? A true authority? By your lens, true authority, could it be that you're questioning whom amongst us is our leader? But I'm standing right here, the manager said. I humbly Request that you avoid plaguing yourself with any unnecessary misunderstanding about my suggestion, executive managers. Of course, I must preface this with the declaration that there cannot be an iota of doubt towards exclusive manager Dante authority. Okay, but was this not always a topic of great contention among us? That we should... Oh, this always said something so difficult. I feel like dia selalu sound so formal. Is Moss fit to command this squad of sinners? Isn't it ish? Or maybe false? That's what I thought though. This lack of cohesion is precisely why we always fail to face our enemies as a team, always scrambling, always underprepared, always taken by surprise. I can relate though. Always underprepared. You must always... wall text. You must always be ready to drop to the ground and give 500 push-up whenever your superior commands you to do so. Always maintain the willingness to sacrifice your well-being and life for the sake of the glorious victory of your allies. It's all missing. Where is your readiness for self-sacrifice? No one arguing with you, Otis. Who are you even talking to? So, to summarize, the regular checkup entails putting us all in a small room and making us fight so the last sinner standing? Kimmy voice actor model, Erman. When ya? Silent fell upon us at Honglus sucking summary. Sucking summary. Battle Royale! We're doing Battle Royale! What? I have been looking forward to this. Avid! I'll give you lot one heck of a fight. My face used to be bloody if I was in the back street. Fine. So that's how we're doing this, huh? I'm ready to roll. Guys, this isn't... Okay, so where are we off to? The battle... the regular checkup takes place at... The sinner seems to be under some serious misunderstanding about what the regular checkup entails, but Foles had obviously long given up on correcting them. The headquarters. We're going to the headquarters? You speak of must be the headquarters of Limbus Company? Yes. Whoa, we're finally getting to visit headquarters, huh? A whole year after they hired us? We should be right on time. You found immediate departure. This instant though says, yet mine heart is faint prepared. Please allow us some time to prepare our travel provisions. Where's the HQ anyway? Hopefully it's not too far from here. That is a secret. However, I would like to inform you that it exists in a location inaccessible via Mappy stop. Oh! We cannot go there with Mappy? Kita nggak bisa ke sana pakai Mappy? Oh, come on. How are we supposed to get there if you're not gonna tell us where it is? Inaccessible via Mappy? You're not about to suggest that we board the warp train again, are you? I shan't ever board the warp trains again. Indeed, we will not be boarding a warp train for this journey. So are we taking the back door or something? Yeah, good point. Let's take the door instead. A sound suggestion, however, in lieu of sufficient information regarding each door, the destination may hold an element of randomness, or due to the variable nature of its activation period, the resultant destination may not reflect our intended end coordinates, or an unexpected closure mid-passage through the frame may behoove us to bid the company our last farewells and embark on an untimely journey of no return. Are you sure this is a sound suggestion? Then I'd rather take that bloody train instead. At least we won't remember what happened once it's over and done with. Battle. Kayak Ryosho pengen banget battle royale. Ryosho sounds like she want to do the battle royale right then and there. So, further research was necessary to ensure safe transportation to the intended destination. Further research? Are you implying that you made modification to the back door? A close assessment, however, it will be more accurate to say that the back door was merely used as a reference. How did you even make the time for research? Weren't you doing everything with us the whole time? LCA and FOS established multiple communication with a certain new wing aspirant company during the spare hours between our travel to garner multiple cooperation effort regarding the stabilization of the back door. A new wing? Are they looking to take over L-Corp's vacancy or something? Quite sharp, Greg, but the direction of your intuition could be improved. It is a company seeking to seize the imminent vacancy of the ever-declining W Corp. W Corp? Is that so? Yeah, that makes sense. Stories of W Corp decline have been spreading more and more as of late, and I'm not surprised that some companies would consider this to be an opportunity. Newspaper also feature op-eds regarding a possible management crisis at W Corp, with many of them discussing the mysterious disappearance as well. I see. So they've been furtively planning and preparing to take over W Corp's position as a wing. But to supplant a wing even before it falls on its own? Now that's certainly peculiar. They must have something, a scheme perhaps in the works, and to ally with such ambitious parties is the headquarters looking to start a war of the wings? I, at this moment, am not privy to such details. Miss Autis, we needn't make prediction in such a rashness. Recall that W Corp has been mired in trouble, both internal and external, having fallen to such desperation as to seek the assistance of our company. It is no wide presumption to predict that it shall crumble. Ere? What is ere? Ere maksudnya apa? The advent of such violent pandemonium. For indeed, inefficiency is the bane of technology that brings ruination to those that fail to overcome it. Our research efforts, however, were quite efficient and successful. Its mechanisms are similar to that of the back door, but it eliminates the corridor, instead establishing my brain stopped working, a direct connection from one door to another, a portal if you will. So you resolve all the aforementioned side effects then? Not quite. Wall tax! Not quite. Similar difficulties to the aforementioned cases were observed. Sometimes the accuracy of the target destination coordinates were lacking, or in other cases, the activation period will be cut short, causing the door to shut prematurely and amputate the subject as they were traversing between doors. There has been much progress in the stabilization efforts, however, minimizing pentasection incidents. Most recent incident must have been limited to bisection. Bisection certainly is an improvement over pentasection. They both sound equally awful to me. I would not behold mine own left and right shoes so cruelly sundered, forced to be so far apart upon our coming to the headquarters. Well, all this idle chatter of unnecessary concern tell me that your boss life might have been too uneventful lately. Looks like the research arrived while you were wasting time. Aduh, Verge. I saw a large and unfamiliar vehicle through the window. Malam manis, malam Ajis. Terima kasih sudah absen. Bye bye. Is that the vehicle? It's got no windows though. How tiresome. Now off to the bus. I mean off from the bus. Jangan lupa makan Ajis. Gak apa-apa Herman, mungkin akhir-akhir ini orang-orang lagi pada sibuk. Kimmy hari ini mau full yapping. Jadi kalau mau mode radio, nitip like, gak apa-apa. Makasih sudah mampir. Istirahat Ajis. Get well soon ya. Semoga kamu cepat sembuh. Cuaca lagi gak enak. OTW kantor 8 kah Kim? Iya, aku baru di intervalo, makanya Kimmy yapping dulu. Mode, kalau kata Herman tadi, mode daber. Kenapa kamu Niku? Yapping sebelum malding gara-gara banyak baca ya Kim? Iya. Tadi aja aku udah hampir gitu. Mumpung masih semangat. I'm still full of spirit, so let's just go. Once we disembarked the bus, we made our way into the unfamiliar vehicle of sorts. Its interior was mostly metallic, filled to the brim with convoluted-looking machine. To be fair, Saiter, di Limbus tuh have a lot of vocabulary that I don't understand. I'm trying to understand though. Aku mencoba untuk mengerti doh. Ya, lanjut. Udah makan satu kentang. Lanjut. Its interior was mostly metallic, filled to the brim with convoluted-looking machines, and on the opposite end of the entrance, a massive door loomed over us. This is? Assistance from P Corp in the process of developing this device was indispensable. Wait, that means in cohort with young Sarah, are you? How day! Much did I aspire to regale her with the tale of the contract's glorious completion of mine heroism and bravery. Sorry, aku malah ketawa. I mostly don't know what Don said, like literally. This quite unfair of thee to meet her all by thy lonesome young foes. Your concern will be taken into account next time. Foes seem relieved. Worry thee not, for thou hast availed us the sight of Limbus Company. Oh my god, aku pengen denger. I want to hear how she sounds saying this. Limbus Company. Headquarters type it had been paid for. There are numerous reasons for which you were yet to be allowed into headquarters, but as it would be a fruitless effort to explicate them all, we will not cover that subject here. Limbus Company. I can imagine. Jangan lupa minum. Ya. Thank you sudah ngingetin. It need to sound bassy as well. I don't think so though. Cempreng suaranya Don tuh. Phew, glad to hear we're not sitting through another lecture. The primary reason is, however, that there were several limitations to bringing the member of our department to the headquarters, brought upon by frequent trans-NAS movement and irregular scheduling of our missions. Why'd you say all that if you were gonna explain anyway? Wait, more importantly, what's that about collaborating with P Corp? Boy, here we go again. P Corp singularity can be summarized by the following 4 words: expansive space warping technology. Right. Didn't you say that Miss Kesara told you something about how... Wait! I even forgot who is Kesara. I think I remember... Let me Google. Which one is Kesara? I think I forgot. Oh, I remember this bodysuit lady. Yes. I remember. Waifu. Yang ini kan ya? Ini kan ya? Yeah, I remember this bodysuit lady. I be like, I cannot stop staring at her. Because, waifu. Look at her. Yeah, done. Okay, now I remember. Alright, didn't you say that Miss Kesara told you something about how the principle of P Corp singularity is a lot like how Lamanchalan works? Right, Lamanchalan was much larger on the inside than it looked from the outside. Yeah, I've been meaning to ask. Don't other wings already make liberal use of different kind of space expanding singularities? It's... how should I put this? Isn't it a bit too mundane of a city tech for P Corp to call space manipulation its unique thing? That was quite the intelligent question. Compliment. How nice. Ish is correct in suggesting that technology to expand a given space is commonly employed technology by other wings as well. An example of one such invention making use of this space expansion technology but isn't a P Corp singularity would be maybe Stopelus? Wait a minute. Before I continue, sebelum Kimmy lanjut, Ziku, are you still there? Or mungkin Saiter? I have question to ask. What's up? Sorry. What if kan almost all the Kanto is talking about the character, the IDs, right? The sinner, right? Hampir semua Kanto itu. Tapi kenapa aku nanya kalian ya? Tapi do you guys have like maybe prediction if all of the sinner finish their story in each of their Kanto, terus lanjutnya apa? You know what I mean? You know what my question is? Kalau semua sinernya sudah disediakan kantonya, kalau udah selesai, terus mereka nyeritain apa? Ya, setelah semua sinner clear kantonya, what would be the next story? Will be named Kanto. Nico. Who knows? Yeah. I wonder, but isn't that makes you guys wonder? Like, kalian jadi bertanya-tanya gak sih? Dan isn't that what makes you want to know more? Some of the sinner like the first 4 didn't actually finish there. Do they? Like Gregor? Ish? Kanto 2 siapa? Maybe we will have like a spin-off or something, alright? Okay, lanjut. Next. Continue. The ultimate purpose of P Corp space expansion technology is to create the safest place in the world. Roja not beating most forgettable Kanto. Roja. Which Kanto is Roja? 2 apa 3? 4 Sinclair tuh 4 apa 3? Is to create the safest place in the world. A perfectly protected, the allegation remains true. A perfectly protected construct, its interior sheltered from the world outside no matter how severely its exterior is battered. To have a sound structural integrity no matter what, its interior safe from any and all harm. Menurutmu, are you going to like continue playing the game even after, you know, the community, even after knowing how the community is? Is it because of Roblox? Lanjut. Therefore, the more expensive the P Corp product is, the safer its interior is from damaging outside conditions such as extreme pressure or shock. Perhaps the way in which the interior is completely insulated from the outside is comparable to a full disconnect from the outside world by sheltering in a separate dimension. But since Limbus Company is based on the book Dante the Divine Comedy, maybe it's going to like literally based on that, you know what I mean? In conclusion, the exterior of this vehicle utilizes P Corp singularity, which means that it can protect its interior for all form of impacts, not to mention that it has enough room to hold more than 13 people inside. You forgot how the book story goes, but it's something about going through every level of the inferno. Ah, I see. I wonder if, yeah, for the time being, let's just see, right? But sometimes it's nice to wonder, though. Don't dimensional trunk or container also transport things to other dimensions? Why are you freezing up all of a sudden? There was this creepy story that used to circulate among kids back when I was in school. Here's how it goes. So a Deviant Association employee makes a delivery to a house, then looks away for a second. And a curious kid crawled into the curious trunk. And I'm gonna stop the story here. Look, the story kept me up at night for a whole week. Okay, I couldn't stop having nightmares about that scenario where, hey, come on, sometimes a story is just a story, not necessarily. Unfortunately, the story that inspired Sinclair's week-long nightmare was most likely an accurate retelling of a true story. What? Several regulations were added to HANA and Deviant Association rules to prevent cases of people being stored in dimensional containers. But yeah, let's see. My guess after all the 12 Kanto passed, 13 Kanto is probably Dante Kanto. Ah, yeah, that makes sense though. From a certain perspective, it may be said that the warp technology employed by W Corp share a degree of similitude. The parallel lies in the fact that it also transports humans to a different dimension. The difference being that they are packaged in a severe manner. Human package. Oh my god. Therefore, perhaps enough of a connection exists to say that they operate on the same scale. Oh, by the way, is this specific intervalo like connected to Honglu's captor? Anywho, the point is that we'll always have access to the headquarters as long as we have these vehicle things, right? This will certainly make the logic of communication and supply much more convenient. One question, however, how does the company plan to move this instrument, as I expect that would be much trouble on its own? Has the detail been hashed out yet? No. In order to establish a more tangible level of communication with Limbus Company headquarters, an effective means of transportation such as this vehicle will be installed in the nest across the city. Also about the community thing, it's always best to play gacha ignoring the community. That's true. Ziku, you're so wise. Ziku the wise man. Paket manusia. Kayaknya. Hey, kamu masuk bisa keluar nggak? Like I'm distracted by Yisang and Foss, the first to join Limbus. Bentar guys. Kucingku yang cewek, my cat, the female cat, just got inside my room, masuk ke kamar, tapi dia malah bingung keluarnya gimana. Imagine being a cat. Wait ya. Nggak bisa keluar kah? Kecil. Nico bong. In summary, an efficient means of transportation such as this vehicle here, developed using P Corp and the aspirant W Corp technology, will gradually be installed at various points across the city. In every nest? Of course not. The technology is still experimental. It is astronomically expensive to install and operate. Verge gave us a firm clarification. Activating now. False tinkers with various machine and contraption within the vehicles, and the giant door from earlier began to tremble, making a loud noise. Wherefore is that cat over yonder shuddering show? Blah, 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 blah. I cannot. Energies now link our route. Belum selesai. When the gauge display around the glowing door filled, the door began to slowly open. Entering now. When it fully opened, Falls made her way inside like it was just another door. Well, let's follow her inside. There was a bizarre and incomprehensible noise of machine, coupled with a long droning noise. Yes, we have arrived. Welcome to the Limbus Company headquarters. This place is teeming with people dressed in all sorts of odd outfits walking briskly between their busy schedule. I hear heavy doors opening and closing from here and there, alongside the odd sensation I've been feeling from time to time. Is the floor of the LCE department? LCE? Hopefully we'll get to proudly stride in through the HQ front gate one day. Apa itu LCE? Enak banget didongengin Kimmy. Gak apa-apa, nanti tidur kamu.
이 경로는 소모되기 나쁘지 않군 그래.
Don't judge my team, okay? Oh, who is this? Kenapa mereka nggak mau saling ngomong? Hey, right? Are we waiting for something to happen, or are we all suddenly unfamiliar with the concept of introducing ourselves? I love you. Given that no one appears to be willing to introduce me, allow me to the liberty of self-introduction. My name is what? Limbus Company Kalian, basically the research department. Ah, I see. My name is I'm sorry, I cannot. My name is Hohenheim, the chief researcher of this company. To be precise, he is the chief researcher of the LCE department. To be more precise, I am the chief researcher responsible for the entirety of Limbus Company. Limbus Company! Aduh. To be even more precise, so intense. The only reason he retained that role is because Sang and I have been excluded from the research personal files due to our status as resident. That's me if I'm also saying, what the hell? Someone must stay behind to continue the research after all. So you two are friends. Oh my god, I love Honglu. Look at how cheerfully he is. While it seemed entirely unnecessary to establish a label on this relationship, it could be said that we are accountants who routinely and unwillingly maintain a regular level of communication with one another. Kapalinnya abis, baru 3, banyak ini ya, banyak yang dibaca ternyata sih. Sini temenin, biar sama di like videonya, temenin. Honglu oblivious as ever, right? That's why I love him. Is his Kanto gonna be set though? I am in agreement for the first time since we were acquainted. I hear that our department has reached out several times to yours to remind you of this regular checkup. The nature of the LCB department necessitates that we are constantly on the move from one nest to another, which makes it rather difficult for us to give you an immediate reply. I would have expected someone like you to already be well aware of this obvious detail. Sarcasm. Am I cheating on Sinclair? I mean, can I have them both without I have to choose? Yes, I was very well aware. I'm also quite aware of the fact that your department have been giving us that same reply over and over again in an answering machine. And this must be Dante, the executive manager of the Limbus Company Dinner. I'd like to say, hi, nice to meet you, but I don't suppose the manager extended greetings. Charm. It is grueling and arduous work to be in a position of leadership, especially when communication issues come into play. Sometimes I cannot help but wonder if my researchers and I are even speaking the same language, so I do commiserate. Sibelin. How odd their quotes are. Yeah. Allow me to introduce you to Marton and Elisa, two of the few researchers directly in my command. Are they wearing gear extracted from abnormalities? But how? Happy to have someone who recognizes them. Are they like gear scavenged from the former L Corp? While there are facial similarity to their gears, enough differences are present to distinguish them. Indeed, we attempt our own brand of extraction, successfully, I might add. While the news of the production of ego cheer in Limbus Company style was already received, this is the very first time they are observed in person. So, you must have abnormality contained in this facility? So that's why I've been sensing abnormality in here, huh? But I'm sensing distortion and peccatula too. Indeed, as they are containment and research subject for LCE department as well. Foss closely observe the ego cheer. I cannot seem to be serious when reading Hohenheim. Walang hanas. Aduh. Serius, Kim. Hohenheim was wearing like an exceptionally harsh judge in a fashion contest. Apart from a few imperfections in the finish, the level of ego extraction visible here is quite acceptable. Input appreciated? This is a product of 1,000 of repeated experiments and subsequent failures that have been meticulously conducted and studied in order to extract it with an acceptable level of stability. But at the end of the day, I did it, like I always do. So annoying. You did it? Are you sure you want to take all the credit when your team is standing right behind you? We're used to it. Oh, piss off. I'm going mad surrounded by this sub-aborted twat. I'm just about ready to get violent on some poor... Let's get on with that. With the checkup so we can get back to the bus, yeah? I feel the very same arrogancy you express. There is much we must cover, regrettably, given that this is the first ever regular checkup performed as a group since your deployment. Foss also does not wish to pass more time without substance. Let us begin. Very well. Our first task shall be to assess your ability in response to emergency situation. Wait, he just pressed something. Emergency situation? The walls of the laboratory suddenly started separating and sliding into place. Oh! When it settled, I realized that it had locked the sinner away in some kind of hold, isolating them from me. Away in some kind of hold, isolating them from me, Verge, and Caron. What the? This is just an ambush. Yes, it is. The purpose of this test is to measure your behavior and respond in case of a surprise attack. Ambush it is. Was this discussed beforehand, Verge? You look anxious, Dante. Well, I suppose you weren't let in on this either. I wasn't, for your information. Dia juga nggak tahu dong. Just go with that flow, Dante. So it goes would be an apt response. I'll find a room somewhere where Caron and I might sit down and enjoy some nice tea. What? Come find me and Foss once this is over. Caron wants cake too. Oh hey, we've got some leftover cake from our last office party. Come this way, please. Ignorant. An employee appeared and led Verge and Caron away into a nearby office room. Okay, so this is the regular checkup, huh? Let's get this done. Oh, langsung boss fight ya? Nggak ini. Oke.
일기당천.
I don't have the Lord Honglu Kim, or I haven't leveled him up yet. I think I missed the
아직
gacha
죽지 마라.
and I haven't dispensed it. Which one is the Lord Honglu? Do I need to use him? Oh, the I think
이 거리면 충분해.
I don't remember. Let me check after this, okay? I don't remember which one you were talking about. I think I have. I don't remember.
불가 위약 막아내지 못하리.
Yang poise nggak sih?
아직 죽지 마라.
So let me just check after this, okay?
하나 넘고 둘 넘고 꺾고
Lengkap
제철.
gitu timnya Kim. Heiso semua ya. Bangga gitu lagi.
깔끔하게 몰았군.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 치워버리죠. 이제 깨우치시게.
바람 불어오는 대로 짓밟아라.
깔끔하게 몰았군. 자, 어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고.
The aura farming Honglu. Gatel. How many hour am I going to finish this intervalo?
어머, 놀랐어?
Ya pinnya banyak nggak ini intervalonya?
머리를 튼 뱀 근처엔 오지 말랬잖아.
Gojimar.
일기당 바람
Gonna take a
불어오는
while?
대로 짓밟아라.
이제 깨우치시게. 허술하긴. 시도는 좋았어요.
My limit is only 11 p.m. Okay? Jangan begadang lagi Kim. Iya enggak, makanya I told you my limit is only 11 p.m.
일기당천.
Yeah, I'm not even halfway through.
숨통 끊기.
Ayah sudah makan dan minum obat. Ini lagi sakit.
빈틈투성이네.
Zike, Ajis tuh berhenti main limbas. Marahin.
자, 어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고.
setiap chapter ya.
놓고 열어젖히고
빈틈투성이네. 무상한 목숨.
Apakah sudah saatnya comeback? Comeback lah.
그쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데.
Comeback lah. Comeback 지.
목을 콱 물어버리자고.
가치 없군. 죽어라.
Lucky pull, even you don't have that luck. Can we dispense the character? Go on through the various styles, including common ability trials using Pekatula in Berbeda. Kimmy lagi ngunyah. Hey ho! I have attained a score most perfect. Tar dulu, ngunyah dulu. You have 1200 crates of it. Oh my god, give me some. I only have 200. What's the first thing you focus on when meeting a new person? The look in their eyes? How strong they look? Bloody heck, this ain't easy. Your leadership style is strong, decisive, and goal-oriented. You are merciful. We were finally allowed a quick break after going through all kind of mysterious, strange personality tests as well. Next, basic fitness test for all seniors. We can finally get started on the real meat of this checkup. Wait, then what were all those tests you guys were running on us? They were conducted in order to collect various data that the LCE department has been missing. In other words, we capitalized on this opportunity to fulfill our favorite curiosities. Still, I'd say it was very productive. We now know a lot about you guys that will help us support the LCB going forward. Alright, we're gonna go over some tasks that can be conducted in group first. Please form a line here. They performing a line. Is this based on siapa yang pertama gabung the company or not? 1200 kotak emas dari mana itu? Grinding tiap hari, ya nggak Zik? Yes it is. What, like this? Let's get this over with. Looks like we've got a long day ahead of us. Wow, there are some comfy clothes they've given us. We just do daily and weekly. Rajin Ziku. I aspire to do so. Right? I could totally see myself wearing these to sleep. To sleep? They are LCE property, so you better return them as soon as we're done here. Good job, by the way. Can you take a look at my wrist here before we actually get started? I've been feeling off the clock. For such triviality may cause the formation of an unfavorable. Serius banget kamu Yisang. Perhaps that can remedy your pain. I am always prepared to administer necessary aid should you request it. Actually, you know what? I'm totally fine now. Don't you worry. Please stand still. If you think I can't see some of you on your tiptoes, you'd be very wrong. You'd be very wrong. Heels on the ground, please. But my heels are on the ground. Don't. And can you snuff out your cigarettes before the test begins? Oh, this one isn't lit. It's just there so I can look cool. And what about bold but calm? Okay, so the basic group tests are complete. I seem to have forgotten something quite important I had to establish prior to beginning the test in earnest. I need an assistant. An assistant? I need an assistant to help me smooth out the testing procedures. You got 2 of them already, right behind you? If you need direction. We're not Mr. Hohenheim's assistant. We're specifically assistant researchers. Yes, of course. There's this much that distinguishes these two occupations. I would like for one of you to be my assistant for the duration of this checkup. Roja suddenly raised her hand. I wasn't planning on asking for volunteers, but now that you've raised your hand, I'll give you the floor. Don't ask me to do it. It's just not my vibes, you know. I'll take researcher job though. I'm a big fan of her style. Roja trailed off, greedily caressing the clothes of one of the researchers. What are you doing? I didn't really have you in mind anyway, but duly noted nonetheless. I would also like to refuse your nomination. The position of an assistant to Hohenheim implies that the said assistant is, when it comes to skill, inferior to the person they are assisting. Again, I didn't have you in mind either, but your passionate expression of intent is nonetheless appreciated. I wonder who came up with this brilliant idea of putting two smartasses together to waste time pointing at each other's minor mistakes. If I were to talk about myself, I want to open by saying that I was a class vice president in school, a diligent modern student who assiduously facilitated the tasks of the class president in What's with everyone getting so anxious to be picked here? Do you fellas actually want to be his assistant? Getting in the front and center thing is just bothersome, you know? I kind of felt like I had to apply for the position for some reason. Well, the decision has already been made. Do note that the selection criteria is fully based on my very subjective opinion. You there, orange-haired sinner, ish? It almost threw me to the ground as he confidently started up to the front line. Wah! Greetings, Mr. Hohenheim. As you must be aware if you've taken a look at my documents, I've rarely let anyone down during my various tenures at office and association. You'll have nothing to worry as long as I'm by your side. Also, can I add this expression to my resume if I ever get the chance to submit a transfer request to work at the headquarters? Didn't know you were still holding into that hope. I called on you to ask you to move because you were standing in front of the cinematographer. Malu. Everyone turned around to look at Heath, who was absent-mindedly scratching at the bridge of his nose. Huh? Me? Huh? Me? It seemed that Ish was even more shocked than Heathcliff was. Wait, but why? I'm right here. Why would you pick someone like... It is a common misconception among many researchers to assume that the higher their level of education and the more elaborate their resume, the better candidate one makes for a research project participant. But that's just common sense, isn't it? At least when it comes to research. However, were you aware that most great discoveries are made from a potent mix of spontaneity and intuition. A perfect descriptor of our friend here, I would say. What say you, Heath? I believe that this aggressive and passionate approach of yours gives you more than sufficient qualification to command and lead them in my stead. Is that right? He replied, scratching his head. Be honest now, Yisang. You were kinda looking forward to getting picked, weren't ya? Some you could say great discovery come with a boom. True. It is but fate that things that were once good in the eye of the mainstream are to be made less desirable with the passage of time. And when one does indeed fall out of favor, the intelligentsia of the bygone day must rightly excuse themselves to the realm of memories and past. Yisang replied with a particularly downcast look. I am glad that to have you on board as my new assistant. Rightly ho! So, what have I got to do now? Tips and Kim. Oke, iyo. Terima kasih. Terima kasih udah mampir. Bye-bye. Bro is said he didn't get picked. Yes. Nothing too complicated. You only need to liberally express your free spirit as you are now. Now I see what he's doing. Hohenheim should know which one of the group to coax to make things go over smoothly. Marton whispered quietly at me in a voice that only I could hear. Dia milih Heath karena supaya dia bisa merasa superior nggak sih?
생동감이 살아있는 좋은 공간이 됐고 다음 먹잇감도 이런
Another
식이었으면
yapping captor,
좋겠어.
okay? Heath seemed eager to, as Hohenheim has suggested, express his free spirit to the best of his capability. Right, you there, get in line. Single file, lads. Let's make this easy for all of us. But aren't you also participating in the test with the rest of us, Heath? Yeah, but I'm the assistant. Since when do you wear glasses? Glasses are basic apparatus of all researchers. Look, slightly pushing up the glasses help to put on the air of a studious, learned individual like so. Just like how slightly pushing up the frames of my glasses while wondering what to have for lunch make it seem as though I am contemplating on the more profound aspect of life. Tuh guys, pakai kacamata makes you look more smart. For whatever reason, all of them wear glasses all of nowhere because they want to look studious and smart. Where the heck did the glass come from anywhere? Really? Jadi lebih pintar image-nya doang. Oi, let's not make this any harder than it's gotta be, lass. Snap out that cig in your mouth. Been a while since I heard a pig squeal. Blimey, can you just do as I say for once? IQ from 50 to 130 real quick. He's actually pretty effective. It seems that we are now ready to conduct the test. Finally, the primary purpose of this task is to see on a physical level how your current ability scale compared to yourself before your hiring. I see. So they're trying to see how much they progress in before they join the company? I had a feeling this would happen, but the mere mention of the word progression caused a rather loud ruckus among the seniors. If I were to speak for myself, executive manager, I can confidently say that the thought of progressing as a person and in all aspects of life is ingrained into my very being. Wee! So much confidence, huh? Notice. Thus, as a fruit of those efforts, I have grown to be much more precise and sketching in my critique of others' mistakes. Only critiquing of other mistake, eh? Is that progress though? Perhaps I have learned to let certain thoughts rest in favor of others. I once allowed myself to be trapped in overlong rumination on worries. Musiknya, why suddenly so nostalgic and romantic for some reason? On worries of all manners, idly abiding as I was consumed by my very thoughts. Now, I have come to accept certain things as they are. And I have come to sometimes allow my mind to form bereft of rigorous reason, floating away gently as though on a rolling stream. Is that not quite pleasant? Okay. I guess that is progression of sorts. I'm pretty sure I'm less a picky eater than I used to be. Sinclair, my baby. Picky eater. My grip strength is much stronger too. So very simple. Oh, look. I think I'm getting a colors in my palms. Well, you don't really have to try to prove it to us, because the enemy we're fighting have been getting stronger too. That's an undeniable truth. We did experience a pretty spectacular year, you know? A brutal year, yet so potent with significance. True. I guess growth really does come with time, huh? Right? I feel like the bonds between us got a lot deeper. We have all grown closer, you know? Like glue. Like glue, huh? I like it. A certain misunderstanding seems to be brewing in tandem with this uplifting exchange of heart-to-hearts. Allow me to step in and nip it in the bud. Joy killer. Boo. Let me give it to you straight. All of your ability were diminished the moment you were hired by this company, equally devenged and devoured if you will. Equally devenged? In other words, all of your ability have been brought down to the to the same general level as our 11 sinner here. Why am I your point of reference? If this is what you meant earlier by growing closer like glue, then I suppose it was quite the apt choice of words. Oi, take that back! I take it back! Not! So you're not really that much stronger than I am, huh? Wow, sing! Is that the sound of your sense of self-preservation shattering into the ether? That's it, you blood! Excuse me! I need to know why that happened. Did we all get depowered because of the golden bow? Wait, does this have anything to do with those chains that appeared when we first entered into a contract with Dante? Indeed, one of the powers of golden bow is connection. You are now all fairly, evenly, and equally mediocre. Hohenheim's comment and the subsequent stare seem a bit targeted. Think of it as something akin to clipboard deterrence employed by the Lobotomy Corporation. So the truth is finally revealed. This was why Otis grew so pathetically weak the moment I joined this company. Aww. Art though implying that Thou has always known? Of course, had I been in my prime, I could have wiped the floor with you miserable doormat in a matter of seconds. You wipe floor with doormats? Man, we're also prone to saying whatever once the burden of rope is gone, huh? So that's why my murderous arms been quiet ever since they hired me. I didn't really have anything to do with my heart. It didn't really have anything to do with my heart after all. Gregor. Oi, what's the use of all this chatter? What matter is that we've all been brought down to the level of the lad. But, clear. But I got calluses on my palms. Yet, not all of the golden bow effect must have been of detriment to us. Yisang started, carefully attempting to navigate through a conversation that appeared to be turning into a tinderbox. Was it not the advantage granted to us by the golden bow impelled in the valid well of the great lake by which we triumphed? Oh, really? Correct. Had the valid well has... Ini well yang bikin Luther PTSD kah? Been at its full strength, it is highly likely that we may still have been trapped inside its stomach, struggling to survive. Also, it can also be said that the diminishing effect was not applied in equal measure across all affected subjects. That makes sense, I guess. I never could have knocked Keith out with one punch if I was only as strong as Zeke. It's a real handy trick, you know? Additionally, certain individual quirks cannot be suppressed by Golden Bow. Certain quirks that one may consider to be an individual idiosyncrasies. So that explains Ryu's impressive blade work with Mr. Bumbleback at Ticker Factory. Won't waste my breath posting. You never do anyway. Well, if your strength have indeed progressed since the onboarding, then the average must have risen as well. One of the purpose of this test is to measure that very difference. So what exactly goes into this task? I know there's a district that uses a machine that can analyze most aspects of the subject with a quick scan. So is it going to be something like that? There are dozens, if not hundreds, of ways to determine one ability without the assistance of machinery. In fact, I know a perfectly appropriate methodology for this group. Perfect methodology? We spend some time out of our busy schedule to tailor each test for each senior of the LCB. That was pretty tough. I'll help you guys now. Nose. Tailored test for each senior, huh? I don't really like the sound of that if you ask me. We will utilize the pecatula? Oh, and the distortion phenomenon. Huh, that doesn't sound like much. That doesn't sound much like some super innovative method you were building up to. What a letdown, right? Honestly, for all their talk, I thought they'd come up with something more impressive than that. Assistant? Alright, that's enough chatter. Now get in there. I like it. Canto 5 well, yes. Huh? Oh iya, Canto 5 ya? Canto 4 apa, Zike? Sinclair atau Yisang? Oh, wait, I can only... But I don't have... But... Oh, the Lord, aku punya Zike, tuh ada. Aku punya, cuman tadi malah di bench. Yeah, I do have. Can I just use support on... Who is this? Sinclair? Support. Okay. Let's see. First one on the blocks. Heath had already begun flipping through the papers in his hands. What an unfamiliar sight. Right, you and you there, inside, now! Heath, the assistant, pointed toward Honglu and Sinclair. Hello? 1, 2, testing. Am I coming through? As you must be well aware by now, the Petacula are entities that have failed to even distort. It seems like we'll be fighting the Pekatula again. Oh, right. I have a question. It's something that's been nagging at me the whole time since I arrived. Aren't these tasks basically just us killing people for no reason? They're all safely contained, which mean that they don't pose any danger to anyone. Oh, baik banget kamu, Dede. Why is he being such a bleeding heart all of a sudden? Oi, we've been slaughtering countless scores of those swords, so what's the hard up now? Yeah, but we didn't have any choice back then because we were on a mission. And do you believe that taking a life to live is unlike taking a life for the sake of it? I do. Oh, I understand. It seems that human memory is, after all, made to be finite, save for few exceptional individuals. People are prone to misplacing memories even from yesterday. Tuh, guys, it's normal to misplace memories. So, who are they, Dante? Who do you believe they are, this group you lead? Given the expected communication difficulty between us, allow me to make this a multiple choice question. 1. Family. 2. Friends. 3. Colleagues. All of the above. Starting this point, some fight will limit you what sinner you can use, so it's recommended to at least have one ID label for each sinner. Okay, I'll edit the team. I guess that's closest to colleague. Dante says 3. Colleague. Honglu was practically squished against the containment unit window, holding up 3 of his fingers. He must have heard us talking. Incorrect. It's none of the above. Lah, nggak ada tulisan none of the above-nya. Kok curang? The truth is that they are sinners, not family, not friend, not colleagues. Prisoners? I know. But the knowledge of something and the acceptance of it must be distinguished. I learned that people are prone to forgetting their places when the goings get easy, when lives become comfortable enough for them to consider the luxury of timely meals to be certainty. Thus, I find this reminder to be quite useful. These sinners bound to Limbus Company are still fettered by their chain and shackles. Naturally, they have no access to such a thing as the right to refuse. Or would it be easier for you to accept that fact if I were to suggest that you consider that this but a mere extension of your responsibilities? I know they're sinner, but you cannot talk to them like that. Translation are not necessary. I think I get the picture of what was said. Given the atmosphere of this room, Dante, when you agreed to the contract, you must have made a deal of sorts to gain something to your benefit. Am I correct? Your memories, your head, your past. There must be so much that you would like to know, and perhaps your desire to get them back is what stopped you from simply quitting. What I mean to say with this little demonstration is that no one in this room has any right to grumble or refuse. I hate him already. False. Is he usually? Yes, this is his usual demeanor. I get why you hate him. Hello? I know I'm not the one to talk, but you don't exactly have a lot of friends, do you? Those who rise above their fears tend to attract a certain degree of hostility from others. Now, shall we begin? We are severely behind schedule. While the combatants do what they do, please pay attention to the following presentation above the Pekatula projected onto the glass panel. This lecture has been prepared with the assumption that its students have an average level of knowledge. So, if you consider this presentation to be boring or too difficult to understand, then you may consider your knowledge level to be below. I hate him already. All this material seemed quite elementary to me. Not sure what's so difficult about this. Yeah, except that for when the lecture actually starts. As you must already know, there are 7 categories of Vekatula. And as far as I am aware, the highest stage of Vekatula... How do you pronounce this? Pekatula? Pikatula? Pecan! You observe was interested so far at least. Wherever did though utter a little muttering of so far at least at the end of fine words, good sir. Sharp. Well, it's simple. We researchers have a habit of avoiding absolute in all things. Never say never, or so they say. So you're not luring out the possibility that we might be running into Vekatula beyond stage 3, huh? Wait. How to pronounce Vekatula? Oh, so I was right? Vekatula. Okay. Indeed, we prefer not to put down such arbitrary limitation. Anyway, the first type of my many Vekatula to be covered today is Vekatula Irai. Red Vekatulum of wrath. The nature of fire is to burn, and burn until there is nothing left to be burned. Oh, jadi kita ngelawan burn ya, musuhnya. I see they're quite literally burning with rage. Now that I think about it, didn't you express something like that before, Sinclair? I remember you screaming so fiercely that you could hardly control your own body. On the other hand, I don't think I've ever seen you get angry or upset, Honglu. That's because the realization of meaningless extinguished the reason for the spark to start a fire. Oh, I see now. No matter how much Heathcliff or Miss Altis bully me, expressing my anger at that is meaningless at the end of the day. Okay, I did enjoy it a little when I had to accidentally step on his toes, but what exactly is that segue supposed to be here? Yes, that is exactly how it is. Jadi berdua-berdua ya di sini. Oh, how do I even? Oh, so that's what happened if you.
날개를 펼치고 발톱을 걸어. 친히 목을 떨궈주마. 넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나. 닭은 달려들어가. 저 혈염도 바로 고려내라. 모아쳐라. 유야, 넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나. 친히 목을 떨궈주마. 넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나. 혈염도 바로. 모아쳐라.
Is that Sinclair?
혈염도 바로. 모아쳐라.
Oh my god! What happened to you?
다음은 어디로?
Wait, I should have known because I already uptied him. Oh, bukan, ini bukan punya aku lupa. That's not mine, I forgot.
피가 끓어오른 투개에게 쪼아먹힐 테니까.
Sama ding.
飛ぶから地に목을 떨궈 주마. 뭐라 넣었으니 너는 못 따라나.
Hey, can you guys hear? I just remembered to ask. Can you guys even hear the game?
짐승들의 재갈을 풀겠다. 죽었네. 다음은 어디로? 죽었네. 다음은 어디로?
Yep, okay. Ooh!
날개를 펼치고 발톱을 걸어. 닭은 달려들어라. 저 혈염도 바로 도려내라. 더 모아쳐라.
I love it!
유유.
Oh my god, why are you sound so crazy?
탐유의 허덕이나.
Two of my babies. Aku baru nge. I just realized Zico there's like literally two of my babies. Hong Luen Sinclair.
가문일서 모이만 뿌려주신다면 저희 두 개는 주군께서 혐오하시는.
So does that mean I need to change him to him and then him to I only have barber and him to I only have Kurokumo though. Okay. Alright. Already leveled lah ya. Okay. Oh, we enter the half of the story.
걸만 어디서?
의로움을 세우기 위해서라면
Oh, kenapa nggak pakai support? Why didn't I have support? Why didn't I use support? Oh my god. Next up, you three. Let's get in there. Indoor voice will do, but we can hear you just fine without you shouting at the top of your lung. No. Why didn't you support? I forgot. I forgot. Now let us discuss Pecatulum Figritia sloth. Stone are sturdy, but that's all three is to them. They are directionless and unmoving, completely surrounded to inertia. They are trapped in their current plot in existence until someone else comes along to roll them away. Truly, there is no better symbol for sloth than them. It is efficient to live within the bound of rigidly established routine. Getting lamb in with this too is making me real self-conscious all of a sudden, like I'm just some lazy incompetent. Do not compare yourself to Faust, Gregor. Lah, streaming game. Streaming matiin. Gak ada notifnya kah? No. Sedih, matiin gak nyalain notif. Canda deng. Should Faust become the point of preference? Mumpung belum sibuk banget. Oh, fokus kanto 9 ya, udah tamat. For one's competency, the overwhelming majority of the city population would be deemed incompetent. Back in my day, fighting rock is hard, clear under 10 turn. Belum lagi seru, jadi nggak bakal kena spoil. Kamu yang nggak kena spoil, aku masih jauh tuh dari kantor 9 mah. I'll admit that I'm not the most diligent person in the room, but I'm taking back that comment about being incompetent. Check this out, fellas. I'm not that rusty just yet. Charging alone into danger poses too late. Iya, santuy game bisa nyusul. Jauh, masih jauh. I think I'm going to be struggling on Kanto 8. I feel like so. I need to get my Rapture team to be better. This will be harder than expected. I need to not forget to do dailies and weeklies though. Like for real. Gue aja lagi stop dulu di 4 kan kemarin habis gara insiden convert. Kebiasaan ya. Wajib punya ID kuat semua sih Kim kalau mulai kantor. Iya makanya aku harus level up terus dulu. I need to level up all my Heiso pack. Makanya aku harus daily. And weeklies. I forgot weeklies last week though, padahal diingetin sama Luther. Rajin daily Kim, yes I need. Literal kemarin malam Luther be like, jangan lupa weekly. Dan I malah main WWM.
불가 위야 이제 깨우치시길.
Malas pun skip aja. Jangan di skip. Udah punya Heiso lah, santuy kata 8. Iya harus tapi harus bisa. Yes. Harus belum di leveling. The thing is, Luther, I haven't leveled the IDs, the sinner.
자, 어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고.
뭐라고?
받아볼 텐가.
Usually just skip stage when you're lazy, only took 3 minutes.
틈을 끊어.
Skip stage. Kucingku datang ke kamar, terus lucu banget dia natap aku sambil menghela napas. What's wrong with you, dude? Why are you sighing? Why are you taking a deep sigh when you look at me? Did I even do something wrong?
나는 위아래가 없군.
자, 어느 쪽일지 잘
The cat is
생각해보라고.
judging me. He asked me to do my dailies.
무용하군요.
Ingat Kim clear under 10 turn. Okay.
전탄 격발.
I forgot to use support as I always. How hard can it be?
받아볼 텐가.
이제 깨우치시길. 틈을 끊어. 이제 깨우치시길.
How many waves? 3. I think it's gonna be hard if I'm the one who play. I don't have much confidence in me, okay? Never have.
자, 어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고.
Last wave. Okay. Why didn't I use support? The first time took you 15 turn to clear, by the way.
불가 위야. 막아내지 못하리.
그쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데.
Oh, I don't think I can do it though. In 2 turns, I mean.
자, 어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고.
틈을 끊어. 바로.
전력으로
대결.
상대하마. 전탄 격발.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice.
깔끔하게 물었군.
Yeah, I have the power of skill 3. Lucky. Nice. You might wanna check that stupid big rock resistant game after this game. Okay.
오늘 부끄럽지 않았습니다. 의를 바로 세우는 데 일조하였으니 내일은 더 떳떳이 살아갈 수 있겠군요.
Defeat the enemy before they self-detonate. 그래야 배송을.
드디어 내
잠깐. 이번엔
명을 받듭니다.
어떤 조직 놈들인지 면면 좀
River
봐줄까?
Side 13. Kalau misalnya lebih dari 10 emang nggak dapat lunasi? Do we not get lunasi if we... Do we know? Why am I so medok? Do we not get the lunasi if I... Lebih dari 10 turn? Gak dapat kan ada missionnya. Tadi missionnya cuma before self detonated. Oh kalau kanto yang ini. Next up is gulai gluttony. Roots of plants dig through the dirt in search of nutrients. What distinguishes them is, however, that they are not satisfied with satiation alone. The roots continue to grow, seeking increasingly greater supply of nutrients. Hang on a minute, what is this? Here's after flipping through a few more pages ahead, look up at the Hohenheim and so aduh minum. See, having the sinner is bisa I have the advantages of having the IDs then. Are we really going to do this song and dance for each and every one of these pecatulum? Why don't we lump together like how you pair up with a sinner? Running low on patience already? Only simpletons would make such a big suggestion. It's standard protocol in case you were nowhere. I'm also unhappy about this process, but sometimes we must swallow our complaint and do as we're told for the sake of proper test results. You make a valid proposition. The Heiso haven't released yet when this intervalo arrive. Yeah, I mean, I am way behind Ziku. What? Very well. I also failed to see the necessity in fighting. You guys are the OG. I applaud that. Your suggestion is accepted, assistant. Huh? What? Really? Aren't you the one who suggested? If we didn't have to fight them one by one anyway, then why didn't we do this from the start? Because testing them one by one yields a more accurate result. Studies suggest that the margin of error may grow 0.06% when testing multiple entities at once. I see, but I say that the benefits of a smaller margin of error outweighs the convenience of lumping them all together. Why don't we proceed as planned? Bloody heck! Just let it go, yeah? Yeah, Otis, come on! This very carelessness is why. I think we can reach 0.06 greater margin of error, right? Indeed, it is sometimes necessary to prioritize efficiency over the pursuit of perfection. I will abide by the executive manager's judgment. Lucunya Otis ini nurut-nurut terus ya sama si Dante. Very well, then allow me to explain Pecatula morositatis gloom as well. Have you ever immersed yourself in deep water? Quite easy to sing to the depth, no? However, the deeper one sinks, the harder does it become to rise again. The pressure suffocates you from all directions. No matter how much you thrash around, desperately looking for something to grab onto, all you find is futility. Such is gloom, I suppose. Oh, I'm starting to get molding because I need to read too much. Saiter was right. Oh, sounds like a disagreement brewing. Even after I've joined the bus team, I still feel like I'm floundering deep in some ditch, you know. Though I'm only here because I want to be here, but still. Read, Kim, read. Are you sure you're in that ditch by choice? Maybe you just don't know how to rise to the surface again. I don't appreciate hearing that from someone who doesn't even know what I'm talking about. well, it's already know. In you go. You too, assistant. Yeah, an exam from the test. Huh? Me too. Bodoh kamu mah. Perfect timing. I've been getting a bit tired of all this mental exercise. Right, then let's wrap this up quick. Let's go. Dispose apa tadi katanya? Kalau sekarang misinya apa? Oh iya, dia kan aku pakainya kurokumo ya. Aku kok bleed sih ya gue. You can see at the top. Oh ini, defeat the enemy before they self-detonate. How can they self-detonate? Ini skill berapa sih? Aku lupa. Skill 1 ya. Thinking next turn. Inflict sinking. We don't have passive. So maybe not this one. oh, the other enemies, right? Maybe in the other waves. Yeah, okay.
불쌍하게 울부짖는군.
Why do we have skill 3 here? Nanti aja gitu skill 3 mah.
헤어내리.
Kalau dibutuhkan. Kalau dibutuhkan.
목이 피었잖아. 다음 놈 나와.
빈틈투성이네.
This one? Let me see. And when this attack skill hit, gain healing burst, that rupture. Core and part both in rupture. Hit target, healing. Unless bukan, what about this blue one? When this target HP defense level down. Bukan ini berarti. Oh, the other, the boss maybe, right?
헤어내리.
I do? Oh. Bisa Kim, bisa. Bisa Merin. I did?
불쌍하게 울부짖는군.
Is that green, isn't it? Blue? Which one is green? I didn't see any green. Oh, evading dong. Why are you evading, bro? Why are you evading?
전부 쳐지게!
이제 끝내지.
자!
이 거리면 충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
You cannot evade me. I mean, you can, but
헤어내리.
is he the one who can self-detonate? One just explode? Why? 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 Did I not going to have the... Oh no! Why did I make a mistake? This buff? Propagating bloom? No! Oh well. Oh well. Bye bye lunacy. Bye bye 40 lunacy. I lost the class. Return of the go boom. Oh, simpelnya gitu ya. See, I'm bad at anuan. Apaan anuan? Oh, is that? Oh, apa karena? Wait.
헤어내리.
No, they go boom. I cannot.
목이 피었잖아!
It's getting it's getting more complicated. No, they go boom. Will I lose if they go boom? Let's just see lah ya. Let's just see what will happen.
목을 콱 물어버리자고.
Did I lose class?
뭘 위해 지금까지 죽었네.
내가 죽어도 묘한
I still win, but they go boom. Oh no. I feel like such a failure, even though I win.
명을 수행했습니다.
No.
비록 묘의 손실은 컸지만
Wow.
신경 쓰실 것 없습니다.
Well,
사라진 만큼
oh,
묘는
well,
다시 얼굴을 드러낼 것입니다.
well. Ini apa? Do not take 10 plus hits during the encounter of each identity. Zoe Asok bagus atau Zong Opis Rap? Zoe Asok apaan ini? Tremor? The Breakwed Captain. Bleed. What do you do? Sinking? Well, it happened. It happened! When you win, ketika kamu menang but you don't feel like winning at all. That's what I feel. Or should I just use mine? What do you think? Is Jong Office Rap. Okay.
이제야 가시죠. 파투페 1패 의뢰인가요? 가시죠. 이제야 부르나. 조명. 뜀박질 시간.
Well, they were in too much trouble. Next up, you two. Get in there. With Ryoshu? Let's do this, I guess. Batuk. You know how to play? Nope, I don't. I thought you know when you ask. I just win the clash, right? Let's see what will happen. It's already 10:30 anyway. I don't think you'll have too much trouble impaling Hohenheim. I'd much rather watch that Bloodfiend fight again. This quite typical. Nanti dia sama siapa? Yisang. Minum. Udah. Tadi aku sambil makan kentang. Kentangnya salah masuk lubang. Oi, she want to switch team. Is that alright? Of course not. You heard that, man. Let's go. I'll admit that my harpoon not as sharp as it used to be, and I'll admit that I've lost a bit of my edge since then, but we're all sailing on the same boat. I'm not going to hold you or anyone else back. I'm always ready to go back to razor sharpener when the need arises. I'm swapping you out as soon as you start making a fool of yourself. Last, I should have been clear enough on this. Switching teams ain't a thing. Peka tulum sa Berbeda Pride. Hohenheim. Oh! Itu tuh atributnya ya. Aku baru ngeh. Tadi Gloom Pride. Will, a symbol of technology and the factor of humanity's ultimate pursuit, the will, in its boundless pride, rolls on and on in search of the perfect circle, something unconquered even by nature. Yet it remains uncaring for the flesh it rends nor the grass it tramples in its path. Isn't that just confidence, not pride? You can't get anything done by just sitting eerily in place. One might even say that pride is but another name for overconfidence. It oft claims trailblazers or those who have never tasted failures. Someone like you, Gunakan? Well, that certainly is perspective. Next up is luxurious. Moving on just like that, huh? The meaning of a Catalum luxurious is not exactly what it says on the tin. A more illustrative description would say that it is, yes, an obsession to spread a fragment of what forms the self, a desire to propagate, to breed. Of course, there is more to this concept than just that. While the word itself may be subject to interpretation limited to the carnal understanding, to share one's knowledge, one's idea, to invite others into gaining the understanding of a sliver of oneself, you seek to express that such thing at last as well. Not bad. I always appreciate this discussion with the learned. There never is any dead air. Admit it here. All of that flew right over your head, didn't it? Yes. Why even ask? Unnecessary. Shut up and get in there. Is this the last one? Do not take 10 plus hit during the encounter for its identity. Meaning, I cannot lose Clash? Yes? Oke. Oke aja. Kayak ngerti kamu, Kim? Ya, coba aja lah ya.
흑수묘 뜀박질 준비. 숨통 끊기.
Imagine not allowing doesn't allow to lost clash. Can we even do that? Skill 2 ya?
흑수묘 뜀박질 준비. 아직 죽지 마라. 아직 죽지 마라.
Ajojing, iya lagi.
흑수묘
Enak ya musiknya ya.
뜀박질 준비.
Welcome to Limbus Company.
숨통 끊기.
Nice.
가치 없군. 죽어. 가치 없군. 죽어라.
Seru battle timnya. Iya seru asli. Nice.
올인이었나요? 더 처리할
Oh
먹잇감.
satu. Aku pikir dua. Well, at least is dominating. Oh no. Okay.
당신 짝패군요.
No, I got hit. No.
사물. 앵화.
Iya. Aku paham sih ke. Cuman tadi be like
다음.
I was just trying thing. This is the last stage, right? I was trying things which I regret to do so. Oh, ininya ya, speednya ya. Oke. 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 Oke, oke.
흑수묘. 뒷박질 준비. 흡. 흡. 하, 아직 죽지 마라. 자. 하. 하. 흡. 사물. 앵화. 좋아. 코이.
Coba. Ini dikit lagi. Oh, semuanya stagger. Nice.
당신 짝패군요. 자, 숨통 끊기.
Nice.
올인이었나요?
Nice. Nice.
생동감이
예,
살아있는
파티.
좋은 공간들.
Party lunasi.
먹잇감도 이런 식이었으면 좋겠어.
Last stage ya. Bentar, setengah 20 menit lagi. Bisa nggak 4 stage? Kayaknya nggak bisa ya. Mulai banyak yapin. Last stage ya. Aku mau Haisa boleh? Biar dua-duanya Haisa. Sure, oke. Last stage, let's continue.
이상해요.
Is it oh? Next week. Let's go.
만족된 직선을 직선으로 질주하겠어.
Fairly night is the time for young Yishang and I to face the test. The nature of our trial shall take form as Vtuber in Video. I assume that we all have a first-hand experience with static shocks. Huh? Does static shock have all to do with envy? Anyone who's been subject to both static shock and the envy of others must know that the latter think in the same manner as the former does. I'll comprehend thin explanation. I see. To explain in plainer example, Miss Dawn, you have always been fond of and held great respect for the illustrator color fixer. Am I right? Finally! Aduh, aku pengen pengen di suarain lu kebayang suaranya Don. I should be second to none where my passion for them to be measured. Now, imagine yourself at a convention of sort in which the said illustrious color fixture bulan depan. Seriusan bulan depan? Kenapa sih? Giliran aku udah selesai baru pada di voice. Oh, indeed I have mentally placed myself there. Proceed. Yet, when great misfortune will even come to a close. Beautiful Miss Kim Neon! Hello, handsome Neon. Handsome Mr. Neon, hi. How are you? Look at me playing Limbus again. How am I? I'm good. Today I'm good. I'm healthy. And I eat French fries. Well, just to finish the Canto 9, right? You already finished the Canto? Hey, French fries, yes! You too, quit the chin wag and get in there. Finally, then onward to a new adventure. Then I shall follow. Each unit defeats the Vtuber that has taken their shape once. Hah? Ini siapa? Oh, Don. What about this?
한화 휴재.
Yisang.
개인의 골몰
So,
찌시오.
Yisang need to defeat Yisang. Don kill Don. Oh, okay, Zika. Don kill Don, Yisang kill Yisang. What is that? Kenapaan upos semua? Oh, bro, the speed. Oh no. At least minimum of 5 hours. Assume you didn't stuck on a fight. Oh my god, cannot be me.
모든 것에 견뎠어.
I'm gonna be stuck. Oh, wait. Maksudnya itu nggak boleh. I don't get it. Oh, I did it right. Oh. Tapi dia staggered. Gimana dong?
일기당천.
Ya kan masih ada wave kedua ya. Hah? Wait, I don't get it.
물넘고 거꾸로 제쳐라.
Ya lo aja, bruh. Okay. Also, I get the mission. I honestly don't get it. I honestly don't get it. Neutral semua. Struggling semua. You already cleared the EX mission. Yes. I actually do. Kenapa aku nggak punya Haisopek-nya? Don, why don't I have Haisopek, Don? Because I didn't shard her, I don't even remember, bruv. To be honest with you. Said, yeah, I don't remember. Udahan ya? Well, you can shard her when the next season. Next season, oh my god. A long hiatus. It's not a long hiatus, I feel like. It's just gachamu kurang manis. Iya lagi. It's just I'm not even on hiatus. But I just forgot. I think I just forgot. Don't. I think I just forgot. Wait, let me see. See? I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. Also, who is this? Heath. Also Heath. Oh my god. Two of them. Dan yang sekarang lebih bagus sih, Kim. Kan tapi kan seru kalau punya semua Haisopek. Because I almost have all. See? Heiso. Heiso. Kalau Ish udah punya belum? Does Ish have Hazel pack? If you have all of the Hazel, you can the juggling start. You can use the juggling start, right? Why don't I have Hazel? Do Ish have Hazel? Okay, guys. No, Ish doesn't. So the only Hazel I don't have is Dawn and Heathcliff, right? But family hierarchy is considered a high Hazel, I guess. Oh, this one? Si Chun ini aja ya. But also passive effect her. Oh, I see. For Yisang. Hai Monica Minema. Kimmy mau udahan tapi. Welcome. Hi, welcome to the end of the journey. Ya, iya. Kimmy sudah mau 3 jam. Welcome to the end. So ini juga udah habis tuh. And kapal ini juga udah habis. Merinding wak di kantor 9. Seriusan, Kimmy belum. Masih di intervalo. Nambah billing 3 jam. Jangan. Kimmy masih intervalo 7.5. Tenang, Kimmy nanti rajinin lagi. Aku mau naikin dulu Heiso-nya Kimmy. Basically, when Horse Sang use his enhanced skill 3, Ish will do a follow-up skill 3 afterward. I see. I think I'm missing this though. The index bagus nggak, guys? Is this good? Should I craft? But I don't have enough, I feel like. What about this? What about this Otis? Bagus banget. Besok nggak terlalu kepake sih di kantor 9. Nggak, aku kan mau main kantor 8 dulu. Sebelum main kantor 9, Beb. Kantor 8 aja belum, Beb. Gimana? Kantor 8 aja belum, Beb. Gimana mainin kantor 9, Beb? Aku nyiapin buat kantor 8 dulu, Beb. Aku belum beli pas, nanti belinya. See, I only have 100 left. Tadi I have 200, but I tukar ke false, but now I only have 100. I need to do daily more. I haven't even do daily today. Last before I stop streaming, kita enter aja. Limbus Heptier, I don't know. Agak sayang aja, bagus tapi mekaniknya bikin agak ribet. I mean it depends, right? It depends on who's playing. I feel like if it's, I don't know. I feel like when it comes to Limbus, aku tidak punya wewenang untuk mempunyai opini. Because I suck at the games.
합격장.
Kamu udah selesai kah Mori? Kanto 9-nya. Update kemarin kan udah sampai part 3. Berarti udah selesai dong. Udah ada dungeon. If you know how to play them, they perform very well. Yeah, which I almost never know. Oh, ada yang struggling tadi. And I don't care. Hari ini part 3-nya. Oh iya, sekarang Kamis ya? Lagi OTW ke ending, let's go. Ada dungeon. Do they have dungeon on Kanto 9? For some reason I'm excited. Ada sih harusnya. I see. Let's go. Part 3 bos, rusuhnya tidak main-main. Oh, rush. Kok aku bacanya rusuh sih? Pernah nggak kalian main Luxcavation thread kayak gini terus kalian kalah? Kanto 6 yang mana? Tin, aku lupa. Mar. Sama aja sih, rush sama rusuh. If you just win rate and you don't know what to say. What did I say? What did I ask? Wah, Tuhan, Cia. Gak parah, gak pernah sih. Kimmy juga gak pernah. I need to not forget to do weekly. Not always, but I oftenly forgot to do weekly on this game. Like, that's why I'm lacking of a lot of material I need. I need to level up my case of back. Malah pakai bleed atau dah ya. Oh, udah jam 11 dong. Malah kelebihan dilinknya. Oh no. Baru jam 11, udah jam 11.
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다. 정화.
Jangan sayang, jangan. Kucingku heboh banget. Bobo. Aduh, tuh kan. Kamu mah ngantuk, kayak mabuk gitu. Tidurlah kalau ngantuk. Show, iya dia ngantuk. Pengen tidur di kursi yang aku pakai. Sempit ya.
이제야 완성되었나?
Done. I see. What did you see, Zika? Okay, I'm done. Thank you everyone. Let's see you guys tomorrow. Let's continue next week's. Okay.
유일한
I wish I
꿈이다.
will have time next week to play games. I will for sure. Besok kita ketemu lagi. Besok kalau misalnya Kimmy ada waktu, Kimmy mau stream dari siang, tapi kayaknya mau keliling, mau nyantui keliling di Wuwa aja. Terus malamnya kita lanjut GE ya. GE itu apa? God Ether. Now food. Sleep, Ziku, not food. Matashita. See you tomorrow, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Bye bye. お疲れ様でした。Okay. お疲れ様でした。Thank you so much. Bye bye.